Hi kids! I hope that you are glad to see me. I cannot see your faces, so unfortunately I miss you all so very much, and I miss, especially in the social studies classes, I miss our one-to-one conversation. So without a doubt, I'm not liking to teach you like this, but what can we do? The situation demands this, and you cannot be safe anywhere but at your homes. I hope that you all are taking care of yourselves. Now let's move further in your chapter, importance of the government. Now kids, we know, we have talked about it innumerable times, that how the government is important and why it is necessary. So we will not go deep into it, but yes, government is very important, because see, right now, especially right now, when the world is going through horrible problems, there is for the citizens, there is no big support as government is providing us with n number of things that we can be thankful about. At the same time, in such warlike situations, now there are floods happening in certain parts of the country. So the rescue teams of our army and the policemen, these people are sent by the government to help the needed, to help the victims. Okay, so there are a lot. Just let's read. The government is necessary to ensure that the law is same for everyone. It frames laws and sees that it is implemented by the concerned authorities and the police. A very important function of the government is to make rules and regulations whenever there is a public gathering. The government thus plays a vital role in maintaining law or order and peace, and also ensures the development of the nation. Now see, while a government needs to take care of the maintenance of law and order of the country, it also has to see that the nations should progress, right? It should earn in the global market. It should earn a good name in the international market. So sometimes, yes, the price hike, the inflation in the price of petroleum, diesel, gold, natural consumer products, the commodities, it irritates us, it frustrates us, because our salaries don't rise, our income don't rise, but the price rises high. So these are the things that government needs to take care of. So if you can only decide whether the government is working properly or not only by looking at how the people are responding to the rules and regulations which are formed by the government. Now let's move further, the government at the different levels. Now the government at different levels. Now in the video that I shared with you right now, the YouTube video, you must have seen the pyramid at the end. That was the local government, the state government, and the central government. Now when a country is as huge as ours, it is impossible for a central government to take care of all the citizens. It is not possible. So there is a decentralization of power. If you remember, in 6th standard I taught you what exactly is the word decentralization means. Decentralization means the division of power, division of authority. So central governments gives down the authority to the state government, and state government further decentralizes its power amongst the local government. Now in 6th standard you studied about the local self-government, the Panchayati Raj. This year you are going to study about the state government and the central government. Now they work, though they work independently, there is an interdependence as well. Like whatever rule is sent by the central government, all the state governments and all the local governments have to follow the same. But at the same time, each and every state government works independently. Like for an example, from 1st July, there are some states in our country which are going to have a lockdown again. Revision of the lockdown. Some certain states are not going to have. So that is in the power of the state government, looking at the situation, that if the COVID-19 cases are increasing, right, dramatically increasing, they will need to stop it. Like they will need to break the chain, they will need to do something, so that certain states are thinking of having a lockdown, other states are not thinking. So this is in the power of the state government to think about their own state. I hope that is clear with you. Now moving further into the chapter, there is a paragraph on the government and the law. Now the basic need of the government is for framing the law, and it is our duty as the citizens of the country to implement the law. So now, if there is no law and order in the country, there would be ruckus, there would be chaos, there is going to be problems all around. So it is very necessary for a government to make proper laws for the proper functioning of the country at all the levels. Now still there are possibilities that there are certain laws which people find it difficult. So it is into the right of the citizen of a country to raise the voice against government itself. If the particular citizen is not satisfied, he or she can move to the court and the higher courts till he or she finds that the justice has been prevailed. There is this example given over here, that you must have a ticket while traveling by train. If you are caught traveling without a ticket, you have to either pay a penalty or go to jail. Yes. So there are certain laws that you have to follow. In this lockdown period, I have to wear a mask while going out. I cannot say, no, I'm not going to do it. I don't like wearing a mask. No. Government can penalize you for that. And ultimately it is for your good. So if you think on a deeper level, whatever laws and orders that are made by the government, these are for the betterment of the people. Okay, it is not that government wants to prove its authority and so it is imposing the law. No, it is for the good of the country. It is for the good of the citizens that government is imposing certain laws, and it is our duty as the citizens to follow them and to abide by them. I hope that is clear with you.